Whatever happens on the pitch today, and I'm not expecting too much, I will be very proud of what the boys have achieved on the pitch. But at board level, I will not be very happy, and after the season review, I may have a decision to make, because I will be asking the board once again to go professional. This club needs to have a couple of seasons in the Championship as a professional team, or they are going nowhere. And so following that board meeting, I may have a very difficult decision to make, something I've never done before in FM. Let's go and kick some balls. Hello and welcome back to The Road to Glory, Part 36, Season 4, here still at Elgin. And that might not be the case for very much longer. But if you are new to the channel, then why not subscribe, like, watch and comment. Help the channel to grow and help us to support all that good stuff that you can see scrolling above. And while the team have done extremely well this season, and I'm very, very proud of all they have achieved, it's the board that I am not happy with, because several times now over the last couple of seasons I have asked them, pleaded with them to go professional, but they have refused. This team needs to become a professional outfit so that we can train properly, and they are refusing to do that. And as a result, I feel this club is never going to progress past the Championship and may well decline over the next few seasons. And at the end of the episode, I will be asking the board once again, and if they refuse this time, I will have a decision to make. But before that, we do have a game that we need to focus on. We are home to St Johnstone in the second leg of the semi-final of the Championship playoffs. And if by some miracle we do manage to win today, we will go into the final where we will play either Arbroath or Partick Thistle of the Premiership. But the chances of us getting through to the final are very slim. We have played just a few days ago and we have not recovered well, and our fatigue levels are very, very low. St Johnstone, on the other hand, seem to have recovered very nicely, and that might be the difference between being a professional team and a part-time team. But we will go out there and we will give it our best shot. We have had to make several changes, and we have lost Bowen. He is so tired, he's not going to be able to make this second leg, and there are a number of other players who are very, very tired. And so there are a lot of reserve team players who are representing us today who are going to need to step up to the plate. But if we fail to qualify, what we will do is go straight to the season review, and we will bask in the glory of what has been a very, very good season yet again here at Elgin. And then we will be having a meeting with the board, and we will have to make a decision at the end of the episode as to whether I will still be here or not at Elgin City. And so against St Johnstone, we have decided to take a more positive approach to this game. I think the only way we can win this is to actually go and attack them. We're still going to play with a low block and a higher line, but we're going to be much more aggressive to begin with. And we do have to watch them out on the wings. They do have a lot of strength out on the wings, especially on the left. And so I've decided to play a Carrilero in support on the right-hand side to support our fullback, who's also on support duty. We will be vulnerable down the right, where we're playing a centre mid on attack and a fullback on attack. And I've decided to play a centre mid because we might be better off trying to go through the middle and just allowing Dick to get forward and provide the width. It's taking a chance. I don't know how this game is going to work out. We've got a number of players missing, including Baker Richardson, who is not fit, and Bowen, who is not fit. The other boys are just going to have to give it their best and see what we can do. And so the team for today is Hiddleston in goal, with Todd, Williams, Mackenzie and Dick at the back. Lennon, Mundell and Hamilton will play in midfield. Smith will play at the top of the midfield, with Pasnick, yes, and Martinazzi will play up front. And so here we go, and it is now time to go and play in the second leg of the semi-final of the playoffs. And I do feel very proud of the team, and they have achieved a great deal. And I just want them to go out and play their natural game, just ignore what's going on. trust you to make the difference. Don't feel that you have to win this, but just go out and make Elgin City proud. And the game has begun. And St Johnstone have had pretty much all the play so far, as I had expected. And here is Todd, though. Todd with a throw. He's looking for Martinazzi. Martinazzi has been robbed, but it finds its way back to Todd. Here is Lennon. Lennon's looking inside and comes all the way to Williams. They are pressing us hard and we are losing the ball a lot, but if we can just hold on to the ball, be patient, and that may be something that I need to think about, is that we are playing at a high tempo and maybe we need to be a little bit more patient, pass the ball around and just try and maintain possession, which we're not doing. And St Johnstone are looking to break, and Mackenzie finds its way back to Hiddleston. Hiddleston to Williams. Williams, who's not had a great season, but he's played a lot better in the second half of the season than he did when he first arrived. Dick has had the ball taken off him, and this is their press. They do press aggressively, and they have scored. It is Elgin City 0, St Johnstone 1. That's the press that they have. They are very aggressive with their press. Dick, well, it was dreadful. He allowed him just to steal the ball off him. He was dilly-dallying, and that's not good enough. And Grant, who is a very good player, has made it 2-0 now on aggregate, and I think it's too much to ask that we can come back from this. And I've set the team up in the best way that I could. Their press has caught us out. I'm going to tell them off. I'm not happy with that. They've got to do a lot better, and they've got to get rid of the ball quicker. And we're going to go on to a higher tempo now. Get rid of the ball quicker and get it up the pitch. Now, it's no good to us in our half, and nothing seems to be happening at the moment except St Johnstone are consolidating what they have, and they do have a corner, and they are going to swing in the corner. They're also very dangerous from set pieces, and the ball goes into the box. It's headed clear, but it comes out to Stewart. Our fullbacks are having nightmares, and it is going to be a second goal for St Johnstone. Both fullbacks are having absolute nightmares, and both of them, I think, will have to come off. This is absolutely terrible. Well, I don't know. Dick is on a 6.3 already, and it's just tiredness, I think. And we are not obviously now going to make it through to the final. I think it's game over already, and we have been soundly beaten in the first half. Dick has had an absolute nightmare, and I'm furious with you. And I'm expecting you to win the second half, because that was absolutely shocking. And Dick is going to be removed, and Kyle MacDonald will come on for him. And I'm not too happy with any of the defenders. I'm not happy with Connor Smith either. He's had an absolute nightmare. I'm going to bring on Jordan Critchley. He's been a good stalwart of the club, deserves his chance. And I think possibly I will also bring on Aidan Wilson for the other fullback. We do need to do a lot better. I'm going to go attacking as well, and I'm going to push the lines up, right up in their face. We're going to press them now, and we're going to try and just win the second half. There's nothing more I can do about this. We have not qualified. It's been a good ride, but St Johnstone are just far better than us. And it's another chance, and they are going to score another one. And I don't want to be humiliated. I don't mind losing 2-0, but humiliation is not going to sit very well with me. They do have another corner. We are in all sorts of trouble, and it almost felt there we were going to give away a penalty, but luckily the referee has pointed for a goal kick. Not sure what that highlight was about. Corner that goes straight out of play, but well, it's better than it going straight into the goal, I suppose. And here is MacDonald. MacDonald looking to press forward. We need a little bit more urgency from these boys. And here is Lennon. Lennon, you need to get it forward. And here's MacDonald. I can't actually do anything more about them telling them to get it forward than put them on a higher tempo, because that's telling them to get the ball forward, and we're still dilly-dallying around. I'm actually going to tell them to pass it a little bit more direct as well, so that we can get it up the pitch. It is Elgin 0, St Johnstone 2. We've been soundly beaten, and we're just waiting for, well, I'm just waiting for the full-time whistle now, because we cannot possibly get back into this match. It was just a bridge too far. And St Johnstone is a team that we've had problems with all season, and I don't know if it's just me. I can't work them out. We've been unable to stop them crossing the ball, just like this. And here's another chance, and it is 3-0. And that's the problem that I've had all season. We cannot stop them crossing the ball. And both fullbacks maybe need to be told to press more. I don't know how to stop them. And it's just absolutely crazy how they seem to be having so much space out on the wings every time we play them, and I cannot seem to solve the problem with St Johnstone. It was unfortunate that we had to play St Johnstone in this semi-final. I would have preferred to play Hamilton, but it was not to be, and we will have to mark Beasley. He's causing us all sorts of problems. And it is Elgin 0, St Johnstone 3. I'm very, very disappointed, of course, but there's not much I can do. I'll make my final 2 changes here. Maybe, again, Pasnick is an absolute disaster up there. Maybe I'll bring on Baker Richardson as well and put Fadahunsi on for Martinazzi. Martinazzi has not had a very good game again. He's very hit and miss, that boy. And it's still a chance for Elgin, and we have got one back. And Sean Williams has got one back from a set piece. It's now 3-1, 4-1 on aggregate. It's just a consolation. There's nothing more that we can do. We're trying to attack them. They're not buying it. They are a better team than us. There's no doubt about it. I don't know why I was feeling confident at the beginning. I should not have been. Here's another chance. Baker Richardson heads it on, but it goes straight to the goalkeeper. And it remains Elgin City 0, St Johnstone 3. I thought we had actually scored a goal there, but it looks like it was disallowed. And that's upset me even more. And here comes St Johnstone. St Johnstone looking to break down the left. And again, they've left the fullback for dead. And they will score. And it's hit the post. And I don't know how to stop their wingers. They always are causing us absolute mayhem on the wings. And that's why we've never beaten them. And I need to figure out how to beat them. It is full-time. It's Elgin 0, St Johnstone 3. We are out of the playoffs, and I'm far from pleased. That was a shocking performance for a semi-final. It was an absolutely shocking performance, especially from all 4 fullbacks that we played. And so now all that we can do is go straight to the season review, and at the end of the season review I will be approaching the board again, and we will have decisions to make at the end of this episode. But just before we go into the end of season review, you can see we have released 12 players who are simply not good enough. Blair Alston, Ethan Hamilton, Russell Dingwall, Callum Crane, Paul Mackay, Tobe Fadahunsi, Leon Anderson, Dylan Lawrence, McHale, Henderson and Rhys Thomas have all been released, and we are now short of a squad here at Elgin. And the board have set the initial wage budget to £14,500, and we do have a transfer budget of £81.78,000, and that is a lot more. That is almost £75,000 than we've ever been offered before. So maybe the board might agree to become professional. And so just quickly, let's go through the season review. And in terms of the new arrivals, there were a lot of new arrivals, and some of them have done very, very well. Courtney Baker Richardson was the pick of the bunch. He finished with 22 goals and 3 assists from 34 appearances and an average of 7.26. Malas Pina, also an excellent signing, 40 appearances from 5 goals and an average rating of 7.17. Sam Bowen, probably my favourite player who came in from Newport County. He had 35 appearances, 6 goals, 7 assists, an average of 7.16. Mackenzie, Huddleston, Whittaker And Martinazzi, to a little extent, had fairly decent seasons, but without a doubt, Baker, Richardson, Malaspino and Bowen were the top players. And we finished second, and it was a very, very good season in terms of the league, and we never expected to be that high. I don't know how we did it, but we did it, and I'm very proud of the boys for doing it. And in the Scottish Cup, we were knocked out in the 4th round by Hibs, absolutely comprehensively. We had a good run in the Premier Sports Cup, and finally we didn't make it from our group, but we did very, very well in what was a very tough group. And the SPFL trophy, we were knocked out in the 4th round by Queen of the South, didn't actually perform very well there. But it was in the championship that we performed very well. And although results don't look that great, we had a good run around about January, February and March. It all fell away at the end, but it was a very, very good season. And in terms of the biggest win, it was 4-0 at home to Ross County. Match to remember was against Queen of the South, a 3-1 victory away. And the goal of the season went to Pasnik with a very, very good finish. And I'm not going to disagree with the fans this time. It was an exceptional finish into the bottom corner. I'm not going to disagree with this one. And so moving on to the finances, things looking very green, and that may be why we have got a lot of money for the transfer budget this season. 81,000 as I recall they've given us. And club reputation has not changed. Club shirts, Baker Richardson quite naturally, I think, was top, with Mundell, Bowen, Dawson and Hamilton making up the top 5 shirt sales. And how we lined up, it was a good first team. And Corey Smith, I don't think he played very well. Mundell didn't have a very good season. I would be expecting better from them next year, and I think Lewis Dick could also do a lot better. But it is a very solid team, a very solid first 11 that we had this season. And in terms of the awards, we'll just quickly skip through these. Fans Player of the Year, Baker Richardson. Young Player, Malaspina. Signing of the season, Malaspina. I'm not going to disagree with that. Goal of the season was Pasnik, as we have seen. Courtney Baker Richardson set a record with the most player of the match awards in a season, picking up 8. He really did have a very, very good season. And what it's saying here, nobody's going to look back on their bad start after Elgin City secured such an unlikely survival. We finished second. I'd say that's more than survival. And I think it was a very, very good effort, and we can feel very proud of ourselves. And so when I look through these end of season emails, then I can see that nothing really has changed. And I need to go to the board, and we need to be trying to sort this out. If we go to the board and make a board request, I can't remember where it is. In fact, it's not actually here, is it? They have removed it. In fact, we cannot ask them to go professional, and that's a big shock, because now I really don't know what to do, and I think I probably need to go to the job centre and see what there is around, because they are about, I think, to offer me a new contract, and I don't want to accept this contract at the moment without exploring the market. I have a big decision to make. Should I resign and look for another club? Should I just wait to see if somebody comes in? Should I stay on here at Elgin? Let me know, boys. What should I do? I'm really in a dilemma here. I don't think this club is going to progress any further. Okay, that's it for this video. Please let me know what you think. And if you are new to the channel, then why not subscribe, like, watch and comment. Help the channel to grow, to help us to support all that good stuff you can see scrolling above. And from a very, very confused manager here at Elgin City, I really have no idea what to do. Should I stay or should I go? Let me know. What would you do? And all that remains for now is to say, I will see you in the next episode.